Hi, I'm Miriam.
And I'm Isabelle. Welcome. We're the Divining Divas.
Hello. And so we are going to pull 3 cards each on fear. So that fear and how to overcome it. But we'll see what happens. So the first card is on the body. And the card I pulled is the 3 of air. So the 3 of air is a card that's like, it's the heartbreak card, but it's like it's heartbreak in your head. So the fear, this is sort of saying that the fear is really, it's in your thoughts. Even though this is in a body placement, it resonates down. The fears that you're thinking about are resonating into your body, and there's plenty to be fearful about right now, but what's really important is that if you can recognize it. So this card points us to recognizing what that fear is, what is it doing to our minds, and what is it doing to our bodies.
It's a very powerful thing, how our perception of what might occur, what effects it has on our body. And my card for the body, fear in the body, is the 4 of Swords. So again, it speaks about the mind, what we perceive. And this card speaks of mental exhaustion and a retreat. And so the way that I interpret this is how we, when we feel fear, there is that cringing, that squishing ourselves, and also how exhausting it can be in the body to imagine all of these scenarios that might not happen. We don't know. And I would say that when this card shows up, it says, you know, it's time to pause, it's time to relax, it's time to take a nap, because this is too much. It's too much for the mind and especially for the body to handle.
And there, it's a 3 of air to the 4. And so it's like, our cards are like a synchronistic step. Okay, so then on the mind, overcoming fear in your mind. The Page of Fire. So the Page of Fire is really passionate, and it's following the passions. So it's learning in your head, in your mind, following where the thoughts go, and where is it that, like, perhaps that fear force can drive you into the other direction of doing some kind of creative process in a new way.
My second card is called the Lovers, and for the mind. And so the way that I interpret this card is it's about self-love. It's really about creating for oneself this atmosphere, this sanctuary in our mind, so that we can see fear, we can experience fear in another way. We can, from the comfort of our sanctuary that we create for ourselves. It's again, seeing the big picture also. You know, it's really sort of like looking at fear from this distance, and you know, being able to not be wrapped in to fear, but looking at it from like I'm writing a story point of view. What does that story tell? And is this the end of it? And can I have a distance from it?
Yeah, and exactly. And fear is also about the future. So if we stay in the here and now and keep going back in our heads when the fear goes, no, let's get back to the present. Okay, so the last card is fear in the spirit placement. Oh, so I pulled another minor arcana card, and in this case it's the Knight of Water, the Knight of Cups. And if you can move through that fear and you can ask for help from others, what can happen is that you can move through it and you can kind of flow through it and know that perhaps fear is rock bottom. And so if you have the knight of water on your side, you can just move through that.
My third card is the card of contemplation, fear in the spirit. And so this is a major arcana. In other decks, it's called the Hermit. And so the card of contemplation is really about going within. It's about daring to go into the places that are not so well lit up inside of us, and to just really allow give ourselves the permission to go into that journey of exploration, and just really uncovering the layers of what the fears are all about and what they can reveal to us, what they can teach us.
And perhaps that fear, because it's a major arcana card, so you have two major arcana cards, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But the major arcana cards are like telling us that it's a bigger issue. So like, what is it that you're really afraid of? Okay, well, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you. And again, we would like to remind you of our offer. We both, Miriam and I, offer individual readings for half an hour or 1 hour. And we have the super dual readings, meaning that there's two of us focusing our whole attention on you. So feel free to contact us for details on those offers. Meanwhile, enjoy the video, and please feel free to subscribe and comment. Thank you.